Hey guys, it's Brandon here. We're going to be doing an unboxing today on the Soara Performance M20 intake manifold. So here's the piece here. I'll get it out of this packaging and then show you guys some more. Alright guys, this is an M20B25 intake manifold. It's made by a company called Soara Performance out of Ukraine. To order one of these or any other part, they make a lot of intake and turbo manifolds for many different cars. I'll have their website linked below, and you have to message them either through email or WhatsApp. I'd like to talk about some of the benefits that this manifold has over the stock intake manifold. The stock intake manifold has shown to be very durable. A couple people are running big power numbers with it, and it seems to be holding up very well. But this manifold does have easy access to the fuel injectors and the fuel rail, which I think is a big plus, especially when tuning. You can always change them out really easily and not have to take off the old intake manifold. There's also 4 included vacuum ports, which is super nice for a turbo build. This manifold is also a dual plenum design, which in turn makes it be able to hold more air inside of it than the stock one, which helps your throttle response when you're on and off throttle a lot. Each intake manifold is custom made, so you can have whatever throttle body flange you'd like to put on there. I got a 76mm S90 throttle body flange. This manifold also features short runners, which are a lot nicer for turbo builds. Like I said, the stock manifold really can hold a ton of power, so it won't really make a difference with this, but it always is nice to have. This manifold also retains the factory location for the bitch tube, which is super nice. You don't have to fabricate anything yourself. However, if you want to retain the factory idle control valve, which is a 7/8 or 22mm piping to go to the control valve, you will have to drill through the bottom of this to make it work. I'm assuming they leave it closed like that because when you're standalone ECU, you don't need to have that control valve. Going inside where the throttle body would sit now, you can see the dual plenum design and partial of the trumpets in there. Looking at the intake runners here, everything looks super nice and polished. Short runner, like I said, and you can see in there the dual plenum design as well. The stock tube location looks good, and where your fuel injectors will go. Also, the finish on this is a textured powder coat. It feels very nice, doesn't really come off in your hands or anything. The quality of this really just is impeccable. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be rebuilding an 885 AMC remanufactured head. This one got a little too hot, got some cracks, and in the intake ports here, it's not looking too hot. But for right now, I don't have a head on the car, so I can test fit it through here and we'll get a good idea of what everything looks like. All right, so I just put this part on. So far, everything, the fitment seems great. It just slid right on. The tube location looks good in there. You can see through in. I did put it on first without the thermostat here, but can't get the thermostat on with this bad boy on. Also, servicing the thermostat would be an issue as well, as I don't believe there's going to be enough room to back that bolt out. So maybe when you do this, just replace your thermostat ahead of time. A lot of people do it anyway when they do the water pumps in their cars, so it'd be a good spot. We're gonna flip it over now and look into the runners and see how the fitment is there. All right, guys, looking into the runners here, fitment's not too bad. I'm gonna take a look at the other side, make sure the fuel injectors will fit nice. But everything does line up pretty well. Definitely wouldn't be an issue doing anything with this. All right, guys, we're looking at the top now where the fuel rail would sit. Looking in the injector ports, everything seems like it's gonna line up. I'm actually gonna grab my rail and injectors and see. Some of them have some little metal shards you might have to clean up yourself, a little file or a drill bit that's the right size. Do that at your own discretion though. Everything should fit up nice. So I got the stock M20 fuel rail here with the stock fuel injectors pressed in. Fitment seems good. You can definitely feel the O-rings grabbing. So I don't think there'd be any issues there. The bolt holes as well to mount the rail, which this manifold does come with mounting points. They do line up fairly nicely. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this is. This is how it'll look roughly on the car. Kind of at an angle right now, it'll sit a little taller. So, like I said, in a few weeks, I'm gonna be rebuilding an AMC head with new parts. And then we'll be excited to mount this on the car, and we'll get another video of it then. All right, this was a little review of the Soara Performance intake manifold. I'd like to thank everybody for watching.